Welcome to VARINDIA News Hour. Zero Trust, Endpoint and Network Security support work from anywhere era. Today, security companies are geared with the solutions to secure and connect work from anywhere. Empowering users to move seamlessly between different work environments has critical implications for maintaining user productivity as well as security. Cybercriminals have been quick to exploit the expanded attack surface and security gaps created by this shift in work patterns to get a foothold into the corporate network. Today's enterprise organizations require work from anywhere security that is as flexible and dynamic as today's business demands. Fortinet and few more organizations are geared to deliver unified security built for the work from anywhere era that seamlessly adapts based on a user's environment and risk profile. It is absolutely true that work from anywhere expands to benefit workers and cybercriminals. The COVID-19 pandemic has surfaced as the forcing function that greatly expanded the work from anywhere model. A forecast analysis from Gartner reveals that by the end of 2024, the change in the nature of work will increase the total available remote worker market to 60% of all employees, up from 52% in 2020. Organizations are facing a hybrid future, with 75% of hybrid or remote knowledge workers saying their expectation for working flexibility have increased. At the same time, multi-stage sophisticated attacks like ransomware are plaguing organizations at an increasing rate. According to the One Edge Global Threat Landscape report from FortiGuard Labs, ransomware incidents have increased nearly 1100% from June 2020 to June 2021. In a recent global ransomware survey conducted by Fortinet, an astonishing 67% of organizations report having been a ransomware target. It's clear that remote and hybrid work is now status quo, and cybercriminals will continue to take advantage of this expanded attack surface. To address the shift in the workforce and threat landscape, enterprises must now take the work from anywhere approach to their security by deploying solutions capable of following, enabling, and protecting users no matter where they are located. Secondly, users working outside the office or primary remote space potentially introduce unique threat exposure when connected to the applications and resources necessary for work while using unknown and often unsecured networks and locations. This enables cybercriminals to snoop on exposed communications or launch attacks from inadequately protected devices. Let's look into today's headlines in VARINDIA. Virtual reality to become a $51 billion market by 2030. While virtual reality is set to see significant growth in the next 10 years, it will become a $51 billion industry by 2030. The technology is still not a mainstream success. The leading data and analytics company notes that VR's important role in the future of work and its part in the development of metaverse platforms will augment its appeal in the long term. In the short term, VR will simply be a time of jumping hurdles unless someone on the consumer side strikes gold and discovers a killer app, says Global Data. Investor group acquires McAfee for over $14 billion. McAfee announced it has entered into a definitive agreement to be acquired by an investor group led by Advent International Corporation for more than $14 billion. The price was based on McAfee's closing share price of $21.21 on November 4. McAfee shareholders will receive $26 in cash for each share of common stock they own, and the deal will close at some point in the first half of 2022. Once the deal is completed, McAfee common stock will no longer be listed on any public securities exchange. Previously, McAfee sold its enterprise security business to a consortium led by Symphony Technology Group in a deal worth $4 billion in March. Viasat to acquire Inmarsat in $7.3 billion. The long-expected consolidation among the major satellite industry is ready to take place. California-based Viasat is set to buy London-based Inmarsat for $7.3 billion in a cash and shares deal. Inmarsat was taken private in 2019 at $6 billion. The combined company will have a spectrum license portfolio across the Ka, L and S bands and a fleet of 19 satellites in service, with an additional 10 satellites to come in the next 3 years. Viasat and Inmarsat said this combination will bring about new services in fixed and mobile segments, including broadband, narrowband and IoT services. They plan to integrate the spectrum, satellite and terrestrial assets of both companies into a global high-capacity hybrid space and terrestrial network. Israel distances itself from NSO after US blacklists spyware firm. Israel has distanced itself from the controversy triggered by the NSO group after the US blacklisted the company, which had developed the Pegasus spyware that was allegedly used to target government officials, activists, and journalists globally, saying that it is a private company and it has nothing to do with the policies of the Israeli government. NSO is a private company, it is not a governmental project, and therefore, even if it is designated, it has nothing to do with the policies of the Israeli government. Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid said at a joint press conference with Prime Minister Naftali Bennett and Finance Minister Avigdor Lieberman at the Prime Minister's office on Sunday evening. India's security coordinator kicks off the project named ICAMPS. The Indian Government National Security Council Secretariat has launched a project to identify privacy and security issues in the mobile ecosystem in India and also to prevent cyber fraud from applications and device vulnerabilities along with insecure user habits. The technology platform is in the form of an application and desktop website to support Indian citizens and help them mitigate the vulnerabilities in their handsets arising from specific operating system versions and pre-installed apps or any other app available in app stores. That's all for now. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to VARINDIA News Magazine. You can download the VARINDIA app from Google Play Store and Apple App Store for the latest news and updates. Stay tuned. Thank you.